is going on, you and the two? It's been a while. Driving. So we're gonna talk about what I've been up to and what's been going on in Trucker Wheels life. We're gonna talk about it next. Trucking. What is going on, you and the tube? This your boy Trucker Will. We trucking it like always, trying to make this money, trying to make this dough. But before we get into it, remember to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell below so you know when I come out with new videos on my blacktop journey. What is going on, guys? It's been a minute, been a while since I've uploaded a video. What have I been up to? I've been driving. I'm still at the same company that I started at. Not at Prime anymore, but I'm still at the same company from the last video. I'm still here. I'm still driving. I've had my shares of ups and downs. I've had my shares of dealing with dispatcher. Recently had to get rid of my dispatcher. He's a younger guy. Didn't understand how I like to run and how I like to do things. So had to change. Then I got a different dispatcher, and then he got promoted. And then I got another dispatcher, and then he immediately went on a 2-week vacation. So I got this another guy who's random, and we'll see what happens. This remains to be seen. But anyway, guys, we've been out here, we've been running, and for the most part, I could say there's been ups and there's been downs. I guess for the most part, it's just been trying to make money in this economy. You know, $1,500 is, I guess, a new staple point or the new minimum, but it's now like almost $22,000 that you need to make for the most part. So we will break down a couple little things next, guys. All right, guys. So in this economy, here's a few things that you guys have to understand if you guys are still driving or you're looking to come out of trucking and go into another field. The jobs that you used to be able to get are not going to necessarily pay the amount of money that you're going to need. So the average person right now, I would say on average, with the way bills are, insurance are, cell phone bills, food, you need to make close to $12,000 a month. And you might say 12 grand a month. That's on average. If you have a 2-income household, yeah, you're about there. Most rents $1,500 to $2,000, depending on where you live. For a 1 or 2 bedroom apartment, things of that nature. Food, I know my insurance went up. My cell phone bill, I just got an email, cell phone bill went up. Bills just keep going up, but the income's not going up. So what job could I do that's gonna pay me around the same amount of money? And most of you guys don't understand that there's still jobs out there that pay bi-weekly. There's not a whole lot of jobs that pay weekly. So you gotta take that into consideration. And the average person's making maybe $600 a week before taxes. So you're almost forced into being an entrepreneur because you need that weekly revenue, that weekly income to be able to do what you need to do. And then, you know, you're gonna have breakdowns, you're gonna have things that go on, and you're just gonna have to handle it, take care of it. So it is what it is, but I will let you guys know that if you were to come out of trucking You're not going to go sell cars. You're not going to go work for Verizon or T-Mobile because you're going to make $15 to $20 an hour. You're probably going to go do like ride share or something like that. But that doesn't even pay because you have expenses, but that's entrepreneurial type stuff. You're investing in yourself. You're using your asset, which would be your car, to drive around, and you have to calculate your expenditures to make money. It's the same thing. Even the prices of fixing your cars and oil changes. I remember up in Atlanta, oil change was like $120, and then I moved a little farther away from the city and it went down to like $89. So, you know, things of that nature. So your prices and driving a truck, you know, your tires, your fuel. I think I filled up twice. Filled up in California, paid $804 for diesel, and then recently I was in PA and I paid $765 to fill the tank up. So your diesel prices are high. Food, I go in and get like a Celsius or something like that, and you get 2 for $5. I think one time I got a medium fry, an apple pie, and a coffee, and I paid like almost $12. I remember there's a Love's on the off of the 71, I think it is. It's a small little Love's, and a large fry was like $7. So I'm like, sheesh, yo. But what would you do? That's the question. Like, outside of driving a truck, what would you do to be able to make money every day or every week? Pay bills, you know, things of that nature. It's not like it was before. But next thing we're going to talk about is relationships. Alright guys, so a major topic that I see all over the internet, all over TikTok, all over YouTube is talking about relationships, marriages, what women want, what men want, things of that nature. And I think that you gotta slow it down a little bit. Intimacy, relationships, marriage, jobs, I think we're getting past a few things. And everybody's focusing on one or two things, is sexual attraction and what you bring to the table as far as dollars and cents. What if you wipe all that away? Yes, you want to have some type of attraction to the person, but what if it's about unity? We've gotten rid of unity, we've gotten rid of togetherness, we've gotten rid of working together to build. So ask yourself this: if we as a community, just people as a community, we work together to build this or to build that, why can't we do that? Divided we fall, united we stand. You know, I remember last time, you know, we had this racial uprising of people like disliking people of color, and people are ignorant. And what I mean, they're ignorant. It's ignorance. They're ignorant. They're ignorant. And you would be like, so why do you hate people like this? Why? Not every person is the same. So you're assuming, so you're judging that we're all part of the same pool of people. There's one person that messed it up for everybody, and there's like a couple 100 million people of color in the world. We're not all hood rats. We're not all hood niggas. Some of us are educated. Some of us are intelligent. Some of us generally care. Some of us would do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. Some of us do actually give a damn and want to make sure you're okay. Not everybody is over here doing malicious things, but everybody's concerned about money right now and what money you need for this. Yes, money is something that is an energy that needs to flow. Money is something that we transact on. But what happens when all the money comes out of the economy? You get people fighting, hurting, unaliving people over something that they're going to give away. You know, it lasts for a little bit amount of time, and then it doesn't last. So take that into consideration. I have a couple more things. So I'm sitting in PA right now, waiting on a load. Now, I got unloaded at probably 9 o'clock. It's now almost 12 o'clock. Send a message to my dispatcher once I get unloaded. My dispatcher, I said, yeah, I'm unloaded, looking for my next load. He's like, go ahead, park, I'm looking for one. Now mind you, I can see the dashboard and I can see what loads are available. There was a load going to Washington paying like $4,000. There was a load going down to Arizona paying like $3,800. There's a load going to Sarasota paying like $2 a mile. Ain't booked it yet. So it just got me sitting here. So I sit back and I wonder a few things. What should I do? Should I come out of trucking? Should I go to a different situation somewhere? You know, when you have wife, you have kids, wife, you have grandkids, you got older parents. See, the thing that people don't really pay attention to and they don't talk about is everybody is focused on outward appearance, body, money, what you look like, what you can do for them. Nobody thinks about what you can do for the person when it doesn't pertain to money. Nobody thinks about the conversations about when your parents get old and you need to take care of them. Who takes care of you if you don't have any kids? You know, you want somebody to do things with, support you as you support them. It's not always physical, it's not always monetarily. A lot of times it's mental, it's spiritual, it's emotional. You know, you don't have to, your relationship, your life, everything that you're doing does not have to be based on sex, intimacy, and money. Because if you get rid of money, who becomes the most valuable person? If money is not being made, and if you remember the movie Leave the World Behind, right? The guy, Ethan Hawke, said, I'm the most invaluable man because I can't do anything without my phone. So if you have no electronics, money, you have no access to money, who becomes the most in-demand person? Person with skills, tools, knowledge of being able to build. Those are the people that you want to be around. But I digress. We make money, we make videos, same old circle, just a different day. But I'll be doing more trucking videos, guys. We're sitting here waiting for a load, waiting to get a load to go wherever we're gonna go. But we'll be doing more things on this channel, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell below so you know I come out with new videos on my blacktop journey. And we have more to talk about because we're just getting back. We're just getting back on the horse. We're just getting back to making videos on this blacktop journey because the journey on this blacktop has been a journey. Remember to be blessed, less stressed, keep the left door closed, right foot down, only when it's safe. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell below so you know I come out with new videos on my blacktop journey. And I'll talk to you on the next upload.